glad to receive guests.
Oh, alright, everybody, we are back. And since I last left off, I recorded about half of today and did not realize that my recorder had faulted out. So I went back because a lot of that footage was lost. Like, I have the audio of it, and I have the audio, but the video was gone. That was the part that glitched out, so I had to actually restart the day. And it was, I think I only lost like a few hours, but, like, not real-time hours, just game hours, but, so, it's gonna be weird recording things, because I forgot, you know, what I said during that time. Oh, sorry, I haven't been reading this. He is telling us to go and see his son, young Vlad. I kicked it back up just after I got the list of adherents from Capella. So, everything is pretty much the same. I think we're about an hour behind where I was on the last, like, when I, stopped the recording in the last video, so, I think I picked up a few different items. I can go through my inventory, but, we're gonna go see young Vlad. That's his son. Really quick. Yeah, I have a lot of the same organs. I picked up peanuts on the way, so now we have peanuts. That's really the only difference. And I continue to play this game like an idiot. So, yes, we're going to go see young Vlad. I think I did the quest the same way. I don't think we've talked to Griff yet in this one, but I apologize. There's going to be a lot of backtracking, a lot of second-guessing myself just because I really don't know where I left off! Let me lose this guy in the food store. I don't think I gave you the dialogue in this one. Yeah, if you go in here with, like, low reputation, then they just kind of kick you out of the store, so we can't buy any food. We have the money, but we can't buy it. One thing that we do need, though, if we kind of root through the trash bins, we need water bottles, because we want to get up our health a bit. And we can fill the water bottles at these spigots that you see throughout the town. These fountains will work to, like, kind of raise your hunger at the cost of exhaustion. But if you go to the water barrels, then they will fill up these bottles that we've been collecting. And we can trade those to some drunks for bandages and stuff like that. They will be the guys who are kind of lurching around when we see them. Alright, let's go talk to young Vlad. Don't worry, nothing really exciting happened when I was recording the last one. A couple of humorous spots, but that's about it. We're gonna have lots of fun during this, aren't we? Okay, so here's young Vlad.
This guest from the capital. Such people do not access mysteries.
I know who stands before me. You're Artemy Barak, right? This is lucky. We are hoping to gain your support. How do you know me? I am Vlad Olgimsky. I'm the young one, though. You can call me young Vlad. Surely until I become the elder. I hope that won't happen soon. If you respect your father just as I respect mine, then I'm truly sorry about your loss. We've been expecting you. Oh, and if you see those red numbers floating around, that's me checking to make sure that it's recording. Thank you. You're just nervy. There definitely is not a little girl down that well who's gonna come out and claw all our eyes out. So your father has left you a heritage of some kind. That is doubtful luck. I presume he wasn't rich. No matter how much money there is, I need it all. I didn't mean the amount of money. Knowing your respected father, I presume that it was not only about money. It is Barak's heritage, all in all. The healer's tradition means that the heritage is mainly about non-material value, right? How do you know that? It's a very small town, you know. Get used to it. All the secrets except for those that take one's life for a pay very quickly become widely known facts. Something always seeps through. However, the traditions of the steppe keep secrets much better than the others. Good to hear. Speaking of tradition, I've always been in awe of your family's faithfulness toward duty. It is sacred for all of you barracks, and it seems to go especially for debts. Oinan, a wise man, cannot allow the dead from his family to have unfulfilled debts after death. What are you hinting at? Or that is true. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I've already read this before, and I'm just like, do I need to read it all again? But I will, because that's how much I love you guys. That is true, but you don't know the local traditions too well. Even though you come from a native family, you were taken away from here when you were only a little kid. He's like 26. I think he was kicked out when he was 16. Did I already mention that? Yeah, I did. It seems you know more than me. Why? I'm just interested in local folklore. I'm speaking of the personal responsibilities of my father. How do you know what his heritage contains? Simple analysis made me think that along with priceless knowledge, unique potions, and, of course, material things, this heritage contains responsibility. A terrible responsibility. What kind? Quite a risky responsibility, one of a dangerous kind. So if I were you, never mind your sorry situation, I would think twice before accepting this heritage. You may find a snake in a precious chest. No, that is not within my principles. I won't leave my father on the other side with a dangerous weight, just because I'm afraid of accepting it. Just as I thought, you're a true son to your father. However, this weight can break your back. What do you know, Master Vlad? I only know that that weight broke his back the day before. I don't believe in the cannibalist killer, no. I've heard of the oath he gave, an oath to keep which he swore by the honor of your family. That means by your honor as well. That was why he called upon you, and not because he was about to die. Do you know that for sure? No, that is only a fragment of my observations. I am quite an observant person, you know. This is just a result of my ruminations and logical conclusions drawn from the events. This is my version of what had happened. I laud your principles and courage, but I also feel sorry for you. Think about it. Yeah, I'll think about it.
And Simon has died a natural death. This is doubtless.
Well, one thing that you want to remember for this first day especially is that even if you finish talking with a person, talk to them again because they might have more stuff to tell you or like stuff for like a new quest. So it's always a good idea. It doesn't hurt. All that happens is that they repeat something. Where can I find some equipment? See, you cannot buy any things from the stores, can you? There's a way out though. Try to get in touch with Griff. Tell him your name and I won't be me if he doesn't treat you with the most respect. And Griff is who? King of Thieves, a smuggler, an illegal producer of bad twirine. All in all, an exceptional ruffian. However, he does have his own principles. An honorable ruffian, in other words. And sometimes he can be helpful, in your case, for example. Where is he hiding? His lair's in the northern warehouses. You be careful, though. It's a bandits area, you know. I can defend myself. So, he's updated. No, there's no update to the quests, but he has shown us where Griff's warehouse is. So let's go over there. Let me check. I'm paranoid now. I used to be a save-aholic, but because of the nature of this challenge that I'm doing, I can only save, like... I think I decided to save every 4 hours, and the last time I saved was like at 11:30 maybe, so, every 4 hours I'm gonna save, and then exit out of the game to make sure that it recorded, and then I'll start back up. And I think I'll divide up the videos like that. I'll have to see how long 4 hours takes me to play, but I think that'll be kind of a safe, bet. So, that might be around 6 videos a day? I don't know. We'll see. And it probably will depend on, like, how badly some of these days need to be edited down. Like, if there's a lot of, filler in between, like, me going everywhere. I'm kind of, Because I'll probably, like, be reading a lot of these texts, all of these dialogues that I go through. It's just that if I read too much of it, um, it'll probably, like, make the videos longer, of course. And also there'll just be a lot of white space where I'm walking from point A to point B, and some of that might be edited out just so it's not too, like, boring or anything. Ah, he's still after me. So over here is Griff's warehouse. And it just depends on how much you guys, you know, want to see. If there are any suggestions with, you know, how little or how much you want me to talk, or, you know, just like, speak over their dialogue, speak up. It's better not to pick on you by the looks of it. We'll cheat a bit, but won't argue. That we ain't wanting. I reckon it's more honorable to go about some thieving than killing. You're probably of a different opinion, right? What are you trying to say? Who are you? Heh, they ain't been telling you about Griff, have they? The kind of thieves, the main storeman, the smuggling master. I have a feeling that's supposed to be the king of thieves. Well, the robbery stuff is there, too. Huh, so that's where I am. Well, that's me. Welcome to our lair. We're up to some smuggling, so everything that is prohibited you can find here at great supply. You be careful, though. Buying stuff off us means others won't believe you as easily if they find out. Yes, we're trying to prove that we aren't a killer. So who do we go and see but, you know, this criminal guy? This is a great idea. Thanks for the warning.
If there is some carrion, the crows will fly.
I already know who you are. See my occupation and stuff that I had such that I have to know things like that. See, there was so much running and shouting at night. One's running from you. Ran past our place asking if you was one of us. I said you ain't. They said you'd come, you know. And they'll say more, about more things they will. Stupid misunderstanding. They made a mistake. It wasn't me. Hey, never mind. You got yourself into the town from the right side, you have. There's enough scum around, about here. Dark people have been living by the warehouse for a long, long time. Us lot, we are used to murder, robbery, and mishaps of all sorts. So you people are not alone here. If only we were alone. We are just the strongest here. That's what we are happy about, we are. Officially, we ain't no thieves, we are storemen. But there is new blood. But they have their own things to deal with. The main thing, they're kids. Kids, you know. And they're rising now. And I couldn't expect nothing like that. What kids are you talking about? Some suckers used to play around here. We didn't touch that lot. They are little, you know. Give them a kick in the ass and get on out of here. But went on ganging. Got them dogs, sharp teeth. Getting on us lot's nerves. I was patient with them for a long time. But now they are trying to get their hands on me stuff that I won't stand. I won't. Enough. Are you going to declare war on them? I'll start with one of them. The one that's the most annoying. Take care of him. They had this traitor of theirs. Gave us info of what they were doing. Was afraid for himself. But now the prick has turned everyone in he has. Poisoned one of my thieves, took our stuff and ran off into the steppe. We went looking for him. Couldn't find him in the dark. A beastly looking midget in the steppe. He was beating his way to northwest. Did you let him go, man? I did. Oh, man! That were no good thing, man. No good thing. That's for me to decide. Don't you do that to me! I don't know what you're trying to grab there. Probably trying to grab my face. Okay, so Griff does not approve of our actions, but that's okay because our reputation raised up a bit. So, I'm gonna go back and talk to him because I think he might tell us more.
He is nimble, this doctor. He has already managed to shoot down someone. I see a villain from afar.
It's the Bachelor he's talking about. Oh boy. So, and don't forget the Bachelor is after us right now because he's after the killer of Simon Kane. Simon who was killed on the same night as our father was killed, and everybody thinks that we killed both of them. So of course, the Bachelor is going to be after us. If you don't know the Bachelor's story, he came to town because his goal in life is to try to extend human life and like defeat death, and he wanted to visit Simon Kane, who's like 200 years old. And of course, Simon's dead, so now his work is just gonna go, ah! That's what his work is going to do. Ah! Okay. Let's hang around the liver. Let's hang around the livers. Let's hang around the mountains. Rivers. How do I get to the warehouse? It's where the boys play. What do you need that for? I just do. Really? Oh, fine. Have nothing to hide from you, just pointless. I'll show you the place, I will. It's on the south side. So you get past the roadbed. Maybe they'll open. See, you could have gone to Griff first, and he'll let you know where Notkin is, but we've already been to Notkin and talked to him. He tried to grab my face again! He tried to grab me again! Sorry, I was speaking over him. I'll try not to do that, I swear. Hey man, you've got a lot of panic up in town, you have. They say you killed loads of men, you have. But them dumbheads weren't after you in the first place. You only have to drop a word or two, and there they go believing it all. Now they're after some bitch. They are a shapeshifter, they say. All the nasty stuff that went on is her doing. Your doings, too. They are picking on me, right? They'll stop soon. It says that one of them at the station survived. He'll die soon enough. He's at the cemetery already, lying there bleeding. I'd just kill him, then nobody will ever call you the killer. They won't. I'm sure about that. Where's the cemetery? It's all cemetery wherever you go. Alright, I'll show you, I will. They're in a small house. Ask for a somewhat deranged orphan. Daughter of the cemetery keeper. Peace to him, she'll tell you all about it. Thank you. I'll take a look. Oh, he keeps trying to grab my face! Okay, so the cemetery orphan that they're talking about, that is Laska. And Laska is one of our adherents. We'll be seeing her soon. Let me see if I can find my way out of these corrals. Oh, there's the opening. The more you play the game, the more you kind of memorize where those openings are. Oh. Of course, if you're like me, and I wind up needing to consult the maps like 50 times just because I forget where I'm going. If it looks like I know what I'm doing in this game, it's kind of an illusion. Fun fact, I was going to do this walkthrough a few months ago. Like, I had the recording equipment set up and everything. It's just, I was getting over this cold, like, that I had for about a month. And even after that 1 month, I still had, like, this really deep cough. And I didn't want to record when I was still coughing just because it would just, I don't know. I thought it would be annoying just for you guys to have to sit there and listen to me cough for, like, 2 to 5 bajillion hours, so I decided to wait. And then, like, after I had recovered and everything, I don't know, stuff just kept coming up. So, here we are. I can do the walkthrough now. Hopefully. As long as our recording stays okay. What time is it? Okay. I'll give it another hour before I save again. It'll be after our, well, we'll be hiking our way across town in a little bit. Okay. Oh, so here's the guy that we beat up. I don't remember him having that much blood, but maybe it soaked through his clothes.
So still.
My name is Artemi Barak. My name is Laska. I look after the dead. Aren't you a bit little for such a job?
Snake coat, he does not know mercy.
That's the bachelor she's talking about just now. We'll see his sprite later on, but he does have a snake skin coat. It's very nice. Who lies here? Do not put his life at an end, please. This was the man that wanted to kill you. He was one of your assailants at the House of Trains. He says you crippled him. He will pass across the verge soon enough. You will not kill him, will you? Maybe you would even want me to help him. Sorry, the grammar is a little bit weird in some places and it throws me off. And do you wish to help? That is very good. You see here he has lost a lot of blood. Can you see? He needs that precious water that fills the rivers of our body. I would give him of mine, but it is poisoned and my rivers are shallow, so that is out of the question. I wonder how it's poisoned. Huh. Is there anyone here that can give him a blood transfusion? I have the knowledge of a terrible man that trades the precious liquid at the stone yard. He is a usurer, but he would take blood all the same. He has the skills. Shall I show you the place that he inhabits? Okay, let it be your way. I'll visit him. So we're going to go get him a blood transfusion. And this is where you want to keep your health up, because we're actually going to give him some of our blood, and if your health isn't enough, then he'll just kind of turn you away and have you go get some bandages or tourniquets. It helps if you looted the bodies at the beginning of the game, because I trust that you all read that little blurb. I just didn't want to be standing there forever. If you looted the bodies at the beginning of the game, there's a chance that they'll have bandages or a tourniquet on them, so you can use that to kind of boost your health a little bit. I don't think we have enough health right now to do the transfusion, so that's also why you want to collect some bottles, because you fill them up at the water barrels, just like that one up ahead. And like I said, you can trade those for bandages if you see drunk guys walking around. Standard price is 5 bottle per bandage if you trade with them. Oh, look, there's one ahead. We'll see if he has any bandages on him. Let me check through these waste bins. Keeping my eye on time. I want to save soon. Little water, that is. Okay. Oh, okay, good. He does have a bandage. And give him 5. So good. Now we have a little bit of health. Okay, so let's continue on to the stone yard. It's the district that's over here. Humpback from the stone yard sells donor blood. How they're going to do the transfusion is a mystery to me. Magic. Definitely magic. Okay, so... yeah, I'll keep it recording. You guys can watch me as I walk along these train tracks. And besides, look at that rain. Look at the environmental effects. Aren't they magnificent? You could practically smell the leaves. I believe this game is taking place in late fall. So, you can imagine how cold it is. Oh... Where are we now? That huge building, is the train station. We're about to see it come into detail. If you couldn't tell that from the trains on the tracks that are leading to the building, that is the train station. I keep hearing sounds out there. It's my cats. I'm surprised one of them hasn't come in here to see what I'm doing. If I close the door, then they'll stand out there singing the song of their people. So, oh, are they going to chase me? No, we have enough reputation now where they are not going to chase us. And I think it's just a little below half, but I think that we need half in order to go into the stores and have them sell things to us. I'm going to check a few more waste bins. Still 15 more in-game minutes. I'll at least get to the stone yard before I start a new video. I'm just gonna be paranoid until then. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep the door to this room open so that the cats can go in and out, but that just means that we might have a cat starring in one of the videos, because he likes to just sit right on my lap while I'm playing the games in here. I suppose I can talk to one of these children that are walking around. I can show you what kind of things they have. We know all about you. We'd better trade, brisk young lady. And of course, despite the fact that they've probably heard all about us, you know, being the Ripper and all that, they aren't afraid to talk. Yes, children do carry ammo in this game. Don't question it. I assume they find it on the ground, or maybe they steal it from their parents', you know, cupboards, I guess. But we can trade them like needles and hooks and stuff, and they'll give us things. That is the slow, that is where the bachelor stays at while he's here. What did somebody else say? The kids talk to us because they don't believe that a child could murder their parents. I think that's the canon reason that they give. I'm gonna steal a needle from the wastebasket. Who knows where that needle has been. Okay, so here is the Hunchback's home. I'm gonna go inside, and then I will end this video here. So, I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna save. And bye-bye.